Hey guys, how are you? Andy Sukhu, founder and CEO of Y2K Credit Solutions. To the left of me today, I have Mark Vejack. He runs our in-house financing department for your mortgages. Mark, thank you for coming on board with these videos
Thanks
again.
for having me.
So guys, today I want to talk to you guys about an interesting topic. It's actually a cool topic. It's 203K loans. A lot of you guys are purchasing your first home, your second home, you're going to do renovations, and we need financing, right Mark? We need funding, we need financing, we need money. So Mark, let's get into this topic, 203K loans. The people need to know. We need to know what goes into 203K loans, the liabilities, the pros, the cons. Let's break it down for the guys. So let's go into 203K loans. So what is a 203K loan first though?
First things first. A 203K loan is just a FHA loan. It's a federal government loan it's run by the federal government. It's under the FHA program. The true loan is an FHA 203K loan. So it's the renovation loan of an FHA loan. So basically, the loan is made essentially for you to purchase. What they want you to do essentially is buy the worst house in the richest neighborhood. That's really what you're looking to do.
Which is what everyone is doing, investing, flipping.
Which is what you're trying to do. Okay. It just gives you as the common buyer, like me, like you, an opportunity to go into a place where 99% of the banks do not do 203K loans. Homebridge, my bank, is the largest in the country at doing them. But because 99% of the banks do not do them, most people pass them by because their pre-approval doesn't even let them look at it, right?
But when you say hold on, let me just clarify this for you guys. Yep. So when you say 90% of the banks that don't do 203K loans, are we speaking about like the traditional bank, like the Bank of America,
correct,
the Wells Fargo's, SunTrust? Those are what we're talking about, right?
Right, but that's most banks. It's much harder to find a bank that will than a bank that won't. Most banks just straight up say, no, we don't do them because you need a specific department and knowledge of how to put these things together, which we have. What I love about the loan is you basically walk into a home, it's in shambles, but you're getting it, let's say $200,000 under market because of what the shape it's in. You then get to choose your contractor. You have to have a contractor. Just because
contractor has to be on board.
Have to.
Okay, contractor.
Contractor's on board.
And they have to agree to the terms of a 203K loan, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
The contractor has to know that they're doing a 203K loan because there's a couple nuances with what happens with the contractor, but that doesn't have really to do with our buyers. But the contractor gets on board. Everything has to be done through a contractor. The good thing about the loan is that you get to walk into the home and choose what you want. You're making your own kitchen. You're making your own bathrooms. You're doing your own floors.
So it gives you options.
You choose whatever house that you want, and then what happens is we take that amount of money and we add it on top of the loan. So in the situation we said, let's say the house is $200,000, but you're doing $200,000 worth of work. That's a $400,000 loan.
So now your mortgage becomes $400,000, but you're making one monthly payment of $400,000 to that $400,000.
Correct.
Okay.
But
so it's not a separate loan, two separate payments. One loan. Okay.
But in that $400,000, we've already taken $200 of it and given it to the contractor. See what I mean? That's how we're getting paid. But you're still looking at it in terms of one loan.
Gotcha.
You're paying $400,000.
So essentially, just so I can clarify this, essentially the contractor is getting paid up front the $200,000. Or are they getting it in disbursement?
They're getting it in disbursement.
Okay. But your monthly payments include your payment towards that 203K loan.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and you can finance up to 6 payments while work is being done to the property if you can't live in it, which is nice, which is huge. So a lot of people finance those 6 payments if they have to live somewhere else because there's too much work being done.
That's a good perk for the consumers.
It's a great product.
With the money up front right away.
It's a great product, and I've been doing this long enough where I know that most of the time people purchase a home and they talk about all the things that they're going to do and they never do any of them. Because you walk into the house and you talk about the bathroom you're going to do, the kitchen that you're going to do, the floors that you're going to put in, and the calendar flips and flips and flips and you never did it. This allows you to go in the door and we lend you the money to fix all these things. And the good thing right now is money is so cheap
that's very true. Rates are as low
rates are as low as we've seen in more than 2 years. So, it's not like going to Home Depot and getting a 17% credit card or anything like that. I mean, you're going to get money that starts with 4%ish, somewhere in that range, 4.5%, and it's cheap money because it's a government loan. But you get to tell us what you want to do. The only thing you need to do is get a contractor who breaks down your work by labor and materials. So the other good thing is all of the work for you as the buyer is accounted for, because it has to be accounted for line item by line item,
Gotcha.
or else we won't lend them the money.
So then you don't have to deal with that headache of dealing with contractors that can't deliver on the date and time that they're supposed to.
No.
That's a good thing also.
Because we send a person out to the job site called a HUD consultant that makes sure that the work is progressing correctly,
Okay.
or they won't release another amount of money.
Okay, fair
Because
enough.
they're only releasing money as you complete the work.
So the consumer has a little bit of protection.
There's a lot of protection.
That's awesome.
Because
That's awesome.
it's a much easier way to have renovations done than you fighting with your contractor, because the HUD consultant is basically telling them that you're not getting any more money until you finish what you said you were going to finish.
Gotcha.
You can't, and we build in a slight amount of overage just in case money. You know, like we build in like a percentage that they call in case you open up the walls and there's something more. But essentially, it's a loan that allows you to get into a home that is essentially closed up, that most of the market can't get into.
Gotcha.
Most of the market has their pre-approval doesn't allow them to get into that property.
Gotcha.
So you're getting rid of a lot of the market, and that home is sitting there. And if you can see them all over, even if you look in the MLS, you'll see them. The ones that it'll say needs renovation. Those are homes that you should actually really go and see without looking at the pictures that deeply.
Absolutely.
Because you can reside it. You can there's all
Gotcha.
kinds of things
You
that
can tailor it to what you want.
Correct.
So listen, guys, I don't want to give all the gems out on 2 or 3K loan. Just know that here at Y2K Credit Solution, we partner with Homebridge Financial. We can get your 2 or 3K loan done. The good thing about it is that everything is done in our office here in Garden City, Long Island. Mark is in our office. You don't have to run around all over the place. The customer service is there. If you can't get Mark on his phone, you can call the office, get him on his office line. And that's a big thing for clients, customer service, because you all have answers. Purchasing your first home, getting a 2 or 3K loan. It's confusing. Listen, I'm the credit guy. I'm credit all day, every day, twice on Sundays. Mark is mortgage. I don't know everything about the mortgage world. I don't specialize in that. I don't specialize in 2 or 3K loans. So I'm learning just like you guys are. I'm asking him questions, and it's amazing to have him 2 offices down for me, so I can just run in and ask him a question when you have a question. So guys, if you're interested in if you're purchasing your first home, you're looking to get your first time mortgage, your refi, you're buying your second home, your investment property, you're looking to buy a home, flip it, get 2 or 3K funding. Listen, all that stuff can be handled under our roof here at Y2K Credit Solutions. If you have any questions, Mark is here. I mean, I'm sure you're gonna have a lot of questions, because I have a lot of questions about the product itself. Again, we said it over and over. You've heard it. Rates are its lowest, despite what happened 2 weeks ago. That rates got dropped. It didn't get dropped that much. You know, it didn't even scratch the surface.
Still great though.
However, rates are still good. This is the time to buy. So listen, if you have any questions, reach out to us. Y2KCreditSolutions.com, Y2K_CreditSolutions.com. What's your social media handle, Mark?
I have no idea.
It's Mark_mortgage. He's so busy, like, you know, I got to teach him how to manage that stuff. Anyway, the point is 516-568-4541. You can get him in our office anytime, Monday to Friday. He's sitting 2 offices down from me. Talk to you guys soon. Happy house hunting.
Thank you.